Montauk State Park. We're here at the spring. I'll walk over and check this little deal out.
Alright, it says tailfin not forked, tailfin forked with many spots, rainbow and brown.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, the Montauk State Park. I got the map in my pocket. I'll try to, you're fine, dear. I come over here to check out this little thing real quick. I like to give out the info. I like these old things. It says just passing through riverways. You could pause it on each of those pieces and give it a gander. I enjoy the stuff here, the information. Let me go back to that side. You can pause it. You can pause it and zoom up on that. We're going to go down here and check out the spring, and we're hoping we got the. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to hold it down. I'm going to save that. You got to pay $5 to get your pass. I think you were able to see that. And my wife's got one too. And to fish, then you got to have your fishing license. I'll show you here in case you didn't see mine. I love you, dear. And that's my lovely wife. We're going to check out she's going to paparazzi the whole trail the way down here to the thing. She loves taking pictures, and I love my wife. So many beautiful, I'll try to zoom up on when I get down here, a lot of red buds, and I'm not a tree expert. I'm sure there's some that's different colored besides the the red bud flowers, but there's so many of them out through here. Let me try to zoom up that way a little bit so you can get they're just everywhere. Beautiful drive over here too. It took us a little bit to get over here, but I want to show you the spring, and then I'll try to do some kind of little parking area. There's certain places you can fish. I got a map in my back pocket, and I'll show you that map here in a minute whenever I can, a better map that shows you some information about the park. Here's one of the springs. Watch that booby trap. Them vines. Watch that booby trap, babe. Here's one of the springs, Montauk Spring. I guess this is it. I thought there was a couple of them coming out of the ground here. I think there's actually like two, but we'll walk around to the other side over there and get a little bit better picture of the flowage. I didn't look. As always, I'll put a link in the description of the video so you can check it out. I'm going to listen to that wind.
And there came a sound from heaven.
That's what I was just getting at, as if a rushing mighty wind. And there's some, look at those pretty ones on the floor the floor, the ground. Here's one right in front of us. I guess it really flooded out here again. It flooded over the top of the fish hatchery. And so all the small trout are mixed in too. I'm going to walk around this side and get a better picture, dear. Been a lot of floods. Yeah, there looks like another spring to the left over there. We'll go over that way in a minute. And they said that this is one of the headwaters. Of course, a couple places actually have said that. Different places that we've been. Isn't that beautiful, though?
Yeah.
And there's some flowing out over here too, babe. That's cool. Coming out through that little crack right through here. And I'm not too familiar with this place yet, but Current River, of course you see the machines that are doing a lot of work on the places. Beautiful though. That flood moves a lot of stuff, as you can see there, that big old tree. A lot of people float the Current River. Many different places to float up and down it. I'm not exactly sure if this is a chunk of it or back up there. I really don't know. I know that it flows into it. So obviously this must be the current or a part of it. And we're going to step over to the other side in a minute and check out some more stuff, and hopefully we catch us a trout today. I'm going to pause it till we get over there. Before we moved on, I just wanted to zoom up on that. It's just coming out of the ground up there. I just love that. It's so cool. I love these Missouri rivers, creeks. We're going to go over to the other side. I think there might be one more over there. We're going to go check it out. All right, I had my wife's help because there's no flat and the wind's blowing a little bit. I wanted to show the park, and you can, or the map, and you can pause that. In here, as you see, fly fishing only from like the waterfall, the dam up to the spring, and then the stuff back there, the other blue that goes around, is where we're going to try at. All that is fair game for the bait. The fly fishing only area, that dark blue area, is for flies. And then, thank you, dear. I wanted to show you that. If I can get my hand on there. Soft plastic, it's what they give you as a definition. Sorry, it's a little bent. It was in my back pocket. But it's got your information inside of there. Of course, it's got another map again for your pocket. And kind of a guide to help you out. And this is our first time here. Who knows if we'll be back again. We go all over the place checking out these lovely things, don't we, dear?
Yep.
But it don't get dark till after 7 o'clock, close almost to 8 now. So, and we got some. I'm going to give them a review right now while I'm doing this video. The pasta place. Come on. The pasta place in Willow Springs. How is that taste? How is the pasta place?
Quite lovely.
Is it?
Yes, especially the gnocchi.
Oh, come on. They got this potato. It's a potato gnocchi. You got to look it up. I mean, this place is really good food. I'm giving them a 5-star rating on my thing, and if I can remember, I'll put a link of them in the description here too. That was in Willow Springs, Missouri. Here we got some.
And they're reasonably priced.
Yeah, reasonably priced. I wanted to show you this. There's actually a snake or something just took off through there, or a lizard. I just saw it. Didn't catch it. It might be on the video. I don't know. But anyway, there's a spring coming out of the ground right here. Let me unzoom that. If you look close, you can see it. And then you can see it better. Let me zoom up on that. Running down into it over there. Pretty cool. I just love how the Lord amazes me in his beautiful crafty work. How he just brings that up out of the ground like that in his. And I know there's something else to it. I say this probably almost every video that I take. But, you know, it always, in the story in the Bible, when it talks about the great fountains of the deep were opened up, and the Lord put that in there. And I don't know, I think he's like continually doing it and just continually bringing it back all the time, and it just blows my mind. Of course, this takes us up. I thought it was another chunk of the spring there. Of course, there was more than enough there, but this brings us out to a little bit more current. I'm going to get up here a little bit closer for you. Pretty good amount of water, as you can see, coming out of the spring. I'll put some information of how many gallons an hour or a day comes out of there. They always have that information. That's a lot of beautiful water. It's so cool. Looks like another spot right in the center of that. Let me get over here. This is so cool. That flood did a lot of changing stuff all the time. But I believe that's another spring right there. I know it is. Babe, there's another spring right there. Look, it's gushing to the left and to the right. You see that? I thought it was the current in my eyes. I'm like, well, that can't be the current because the water over there is lower, and then it's coming down lower here. So that's actually another piece of a spring right there. Like I said, it's always changing from the floods, moving stuff around all the time. But you can see it. The water is running that way into over there. Zoom up a little more. and then running toward us. So there's yet another spring coming out of the ground, and it's right there moving as well. There you can see it. Anyway, that's just so cool. And we'll go down here by the wife. Oh man. And of course you can see on the sign they got it marked over there. I'm gonna have to get me a fly rod. I'm putting in a request with the wife before maybe the end of the summer. Maybe we could get one from Walmart and learn how to do it. But this is fly only area through here. Boy howdy. If it was a little bit warmer, I think I'd pull my knees up and step out in there. Just beautiful. Ain't it, babe?
Yeah.
Smile. I hope you guys enjoyed that little part. That's just the Montauk Spring. That's not even the rest of the park. I'll probably upload a couple of videos. I'll name them part 1, 2, and 3 later on. You get a chance wherever we end up back down there in the actual park and find a fishing spot. And I'm sure, as always, there's lots to see. That I'll try to see everything is what I'm trying to say, and give you kind of just an overview of it. Have a blessed rest of your day.